You are now listening to the iScript of Appointed Death by Kath Russell. This book is dedicated to the entrepreneurial women of the biotechnology industry. While producing great value, you have kept your dignity and your sense of humor. Prologue. The beefy hand of the liquidator, lifeline clogged with grease, sliced the air like a rattlesnake's head. I covered the hovering palm with 20s. Don London had auctioned the assets of my failed .com and was delivering the remaining equipment I could not sell because it was leased and I would have to pay it off into the garage of my San Francisco home. New businesses are supposed to start in California garages, not end in them. Don's crew rolled the last piece of equipment into the garage. The copy machine looked expensive and out of place sandwiched between my treadmill and the recycling bins. "Better luck next time, Nola." Don hefted his corpulent frame into the driver's seat of his truck. "Don't wish me luck, wish me venture capital. You entrepreneurs are a persistent breed." He slammed the driver's side door. "Persistent or plain stupid?" My shout startled an umbrella-toting woman walking her poodle down the sidewalk of our peaceful manicured block. "Hell, there you go disrupting things, Nola Billingsley. You can never leave well enough alone. A rambunctious, independent woman who has to have the last word." As Don's truck pulled away, I turned and surveyed the stacked equipment. Over the copy machine, suspended from a redwood rafter, an artificial Christmas wreath drooped. All it needed was a rest-in-peace sash to become a memorial tribute to my defunct startup. I owed $13,500 more on this collating colossus. Our .com's accountant had negotiated the lease in one of his last official acts before absconding with a sizable chunk of my capital. What a depressing end for an entrepreneur. I made my way along the narrow aisle that remained of my garage toward the kitchen and the Scotch bottle. The next morning, as I sat down to yogurt and coffee, I realized I had no place to go. My former offices, the scene of much pain and frustration as the business lurched toward collapse, were at least a destination. I looked across the table at my mother. Crap. You're a 48-year-old woman with no visible means of support, living with your mother. How low can you go? Turning from the blaring television, Janie Bell read my thoughts. "You should reopen your consulting business. Why don't you call up some of your old biology contacts?" "That's biotechnology, Mother. I plan to, but I have to tie up loose ends on the cyber business." My mother is a vibrant 80 years young. She has survived depressions, wars, hurricanes, miscarriages, and cancer. She is a displaced Southern girl who wields her accent like a passport. Everywhere she goes, she brings a moving van chock full of 18th-century furniture, china, crystal, and family portraits. The gilt-framed, manor-born ancestors were all here on the left coast, hanging on the living-room walls, mildewing genteelly in the California damp. She lifted her coffee cup, pinky curled. "Is there anything I can do to help?" "Not unless you change your mind and learn the computer." "Absolutely not. I am not going to start that at my age." Janie Bell has mastered many things: needlework, stenciling, gourmet cooking, Girl Scout leading, duplicate bridge, gardening, even chicken farming. She has also conquered things technological. She handles the digital gadgets in the car with skill, channel surfs with the cable remote, gabs on the cell phone, and nukes with the microwave, but she will not go near a computer. I got Janie Bell an email address once. I would come home to a cheery drawl. "Have I got mail?" I printed messages for her, and she answered them with handwritten letters on monogram stationery. She is complete, resolute, and content in a way modern women, especially we boomer women, can never be. At this moment, the love of my life thundered into the room. Skootch E. Hurry is a pointer dog. I wish I could be more specific as to the exact breed of pointer he is, but we met at the SPCA, and his lineage is a mystery. The E does not stand for anything. It is just that the dog has such presence, he deserves a middle initial. At the pound, Skootch attracted my attention by wagging his tail against the cage so hard it bled. I took pity and brought him home. He is a spoiled, undisciplined, overweight slob and the dearest creature on the planet. Janie Bell insists he dipped the tip in ketchup. She says he is a con artist in dog's clothing. They are tight as shrink wrap. Skootch sauntered up to the kitchen table with a self-deprecating sway. This is a prelude to the lunge. 80-pound Skootch, who fancies himself a lapdog.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?